Boom shakalaka, time to panic for Bitcoin. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including time to panic for Bitcoin and where price could likely be headed next. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter at @CryptoLove, and of course, subscribe to the coolest channel on all of YouTube. This one, in case you were curious. Yeah, anyways. Well, today, fear and greed drops down into neutral. 54 from greed yesterday. First time into neutral in a long time. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the fear and greed index over time, you can see that after hitting extreme greed, we have fallen all the way back down into neutral territory. Now, it's interesting to note that the last time in a bull run, when price broke above this 90% and then dropped down to below the 60, well, that was July of 2019. And it wasn't until roughly October of the following year that we saw things take off. So could we still have another year left in this cycle? I don't know, but we have some very interesting charts to take a look at. Overall, the market's down terribly today, another 3 or 4% down. Bitcoin breaking 60,000 right now at 57,421, Ethereum at 28.92, BNB at 548, Solana 123, XRP 49 cents, Dogecoin 12 cents, Toncoin 473, and Cardano 43 cents. And Bitcoin, check this out, breaking below the bull flag, the bull pennant that was forming. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if this counts as a head and shoulders because the left shoulder is as big as the head, but maybe if it's some like Igor thing going on there. Well, take a look where that head could be pointing us right down here to the 200-day moving average, roughly around $50,000 if this does not hold. So, could get very interesting very soon. Right now, Bitcoin is coming up against some very key support levels, the 200-day SMA, the 21-week SMA, the short-term holder cost basis, all of these right around where Bitcoin price is right now. They could potentially hold if this bull run does maintain, which would be odd if it didn't. But Willy Woo saying that finally urgent market sells, CBD is subsiding, local bearish regime subsiding, but the dotted line at 59.6, which historically is the line between bullish and bearish, needs to be sustained, needs to maintain above there. As of the making of this video, Bitcoin price has broken below there. Does that mean we are bearish yet? I don't exactly know. Never let a Bitcoin correction in a bull market go to waste. Now, arguably, are we still in a bull market if we've broken below that line? I don't know, but if we take a look at the order books, look at this. The spot bids are stacked. Everybody's betting on Bitcoin price going down. Nobody's betting on it going up. And generally, you want to be on the opposite of what everybody else is doing for Bitcoin. Thick bids today. Take a look at all of these bids for Bitcoin. Whales are eating today while retail sells and goes back to McDonald's. Never seen so many influencers turning bearish at once. Ass to mouth, the whole CT talks, I don't know what these acronyms are for, talks about 50,000, 52,000. For me, this is a bullish sign. Could be a very bullish sign. I mean, maybe this chart's wrong, but I just pointed at $50,000 too, so I could be just as guilty as anyone else there. Am I selling my Bitcoin? No, but I've also made mistakes previously with not selling when I should have. Now, if we take a look right here, the best time to buy Bitcoin is when it hits the bull market support band, this yellow line right here. Holding Bitcoin with no leverage is chill. Look at how many times that Bitcoin revisits this band, especially in a bull run, and a long bull run like 2016, 2017, hits it quite often. This is just a nice little reset. Zoom out and chill, not financial advice. Please don't buy on leverage. That's just silliness. And that's what makes the markets do these crazy flip-flop things that they do anyways, because people spend money they shouldn't be spending. Spot Bitcoin is the way to go. Now, if we zoom out a little bit on the monthly chart, the month-end closing today on total market cap still looks like it did in 2020, 2021 before it went parabolic. The most important question is, do you have patience? And that's difficult for somebody who puts money in that they may not have, and now they see the money disappearing. Weekly MACD cross, good news for those people who may be thinking that it's going to go lower. Well, weekly MACD bearish cross. And you're like, but a bearish cross, that's bad, right? Not necessarily. If we take a look, very bullish when the MACD bearish cross came in 2023 on the weekly candles. This was when Bitcoin found its bottom and it rallied from $25,000 to $75,000 after that. Similar consolidation in descending channel right now. It's only a matter of time. Could this be the absolute bottom? Absolutely. Sentiment has flip-flopped. People are scared. These are the times when bottoms are made. Not saying it won't go lower, but how much lower will it go? You see, the money flow index is telling a different story. This tells us where money is going, and you can see there's definitely a change of direction from going down to starting to come back up. As a matter of fact, breaking above the trend line, the money flow index, telling us that money is flowing back into Bitcoin. Sure, it was selling out here. People needed to take profits, especially with new all-time highs. Everybody wanted to, but now Bitcoin price generally follows money flow, and money's flowing in, so price may be coming up soon. Not only that, but USDT dominance also about to correct, coming up with some resistance right now. Could push USDT dominance down. Goodness, try saying that a whole bunch of times. While it may push Bitcoin price up because they are contrarily indicated. One goes up, the other goes down. And interesting chart here, the Puell multiple dropping dramatically. Right now dropped to the same level it was when Bitcoin was at $23,000. And you're like, yeah, but that doesn't matter because whatever. Well, here's what doesn't matter. Check this out. Each of the past two cycles, and the one before that, I wasn't there, so I don't know too much about that cycle, but each of the last two cycles, there was one significant Puell multiple pump, and then it came back down, and then was the second rally cycle. Same thing happened here. Look, one Puell multiple pump, and then the second massive rally cycle. Well, guess what? We just had our first Puell multiple pump. You know what comes after that? The second Puell multiple rally. As a matter of fact, there were 1, 2, 3, 4 of them back in 2012, but things were wild back there. It was the wild, wild west. Now, one more chart to give you a little bit of hope. The bottom finally in. Certainly looks like it could be getting pretty darn close. This RSI giving a red signal. In the past, this has always signaled the bottom. Look at this. Signaled the bottoms down there, signaled the bottom right here, and once again, flashing red. Bitcoin's also on a trend line that it has been moving in since October of 2023. Didn't think we'd be seeing such buying opportunities again, but you got to buy when there's blood in the streets. And if it gets lower, those would be absolutely the buying times, because remember where we are in the cycle. If you believe in halvings at all, and scarcity along with popularity tend to do something for price of assets. Well, the first half is all about bouncing back, but the second half, that's where the frenzy hits. Especially, imagine this narrative, okay? Bitcoin price went up to $70,000. Wasn't it $70,000 before? Yeah, it went up there and then it came back down. I knew it wasn't going to go any higher. And then it just blows through there, 70, 100, 150, 200. That's when the FOMO hits. That's when everybody's going to be piling in. And that's when you better hope to sell. Not right now, unless you need it, because then you can't do anything about it. Or you went leverage and you just lost your money. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. Join us on Twitter at @cryptolove. And of course, subscribe to the coolest channel on all of YouTube, all over the world, everywhere. The universe, for that matter. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.